He's very tanky. We'll see actually if they'll want to build him tanky so he can stand up against all the damage, or if they'll want to build him aggressive. You can pick up a Shadow Blade, maybe a Desolator, a few other abilities, and start hammering people hard. But you can go down two routes. Either route works quite fine. It just depends on the situation and how survivable you are without the additional Vanguard or parts, drums, etc., etc. So now, we just wait for You Only Live Once to choose their final hero. A little bit of extra discussions going on, and there we go. We're into Group C match, round 3, YOLO versus Juice. Or Sugary Juice, I should say. Give them the full name. And to introduce the teams on the side of You Only Live Once, you have their captain. Sick, nasty feed skills will be played on this next assassin. The support will be being ran, or actually he is a support. His fellow support will be ran by Mugan on the Jakiro. You have Den being played on that Storm Spirit. Bacon will be on the Viper, who played quite a nice game last game on that Lifestealer. And finally, Risky will be on that Bounty Hunter. Over on the side of Sugary Juice, we have their captain will be on the Tide Hunter, Beetlejuice. Followed by Rigby Juice will be on the Sven. Captain Fab Juice will be on the Darkseer. The last two heroes, Bunny Juice on the Crystal Maiden, and the carrier of In Your Juice will be on the Luna. And so we have a lot of drawing on the map currently. A little bit interesting. Stickman being chopped in half. That's not a Stickman. I have absolutely no idea what the hell that is. And so yeah, we are in a little bit of pause if you somehow missed that. I believe, did they say what's up? Yep, someone needs to pee. It's a good old toilet break or a puppy pause, however you want to pull it. Actually, it can't be a puppy pause. Puppy pause is where you see an enemy and then you pause it and you go think of a strategy and then destroy them or get destroyed. Either way. But if we want to have a little look at the lineup, so you have the tri-lane of YOLO. Should be a Jakiro, Nyx Assassin, and Bacon. That's a scary tri-lane in alone. I mean, you have two stuns, you have a lot of damage coming out from both these heroes, and then to follow on top of Viper, it's picked up his Poison Strike, Poison Attack. That's a slow and a lot of damage early on, and you're just not going to be able to run from. Once he starts stacking that up on you or starts throwing it away, you just can't get away. You're going to die. There's no doubt about that. And against the Darkseer, if he pops his Surge at the wrong moment and a nice stun comes out the side of YOLO, he's dead. There's absolutely nothing he'll be able to do about it. But considering that, as long as he plays it safe, he should survive. We'll see if he wants to go greedy and pick up an Iron Shell at the start, or he wants to play it safe and pick up a Surge. Either way, that could ensure his survival in the start of the game, or it could ensure his death. Well, over on the side of the tri-lane of Sugary Juice, they have Beetlejuice, Bunny Juice, and Rigby Juice. These three heroes, they have killing potential alone, but Bounty Hunter, he's got Invis. Do they have any Revelation from? Of course they do. They know they're going to be up against the Bounty Hunter, so they've got Revelation ready and waiting to pick off that Bounty. So if Bounty Hunter plays a little bit aggressive, he will get killed himself. He's got 530 health against double stuns and the gush of Tide Hunter. There's no way you're going to be able to get out of there. And that's what the game will come down to, is how this mid lane rolls. Luna against a Storm Spirit. If Storm Spirit can get an early lead, he'll start roaming around the map and they'll find kills. If Luna, however, gets the early lead, she's going to start to snowball into this mid game and take it later on into this late game. And she's just going to be next to impossible to be able to kill. Not to mention her aura will help out her fellow teammates, such as that Sven. So, the game is now on the way. Risky is walking around. He does start to ward up that camp, so he's going to get the first block and probably the second block before Crystal Maiden's going to be too wary of it. Bounty Hunter walks on past. Tide Hunter should be able to spot out that Bounty Hunter has no observation wards on him, especially with that one little missing inventory slot down the bottom left. They should expect that there was observation ward in his inventory originally. Darkseer picked up that very early Iron Shield. We won't be seeing YOLO make him pay for it, which is a little bit surprising. Usually if you see that level 1 Iron Shell, you want to hit that Darkseer hard and fast before you can get that level 2. And you just have Next assassin. He's stacking, he's wed, and he's got an Alpha Wolf. An Alpha Wolf will destroy any kind of wave. But the problem with that still, Darkseer. Throw an Iron Shell in there and you'll find kills on those creeps no matter what you do. And if you get very unlucky, you might not get a single kill. But you don't want to hope for that. I'm a bit surprised that they've thrown down one sentry ward up in this lane, but I'm not sure why they threw it there instead of to try and counter all this. I mean, Beetlejuice came over, he sees that the camp has been warded, but Crystal Maiden's not rotating around over to do anything. We might see Tidehunter hoping for the creep camp to spawn. He's walking around in circles, absolutely nothing, and he's going to just walk back into this lane. So supports on the side of Beetlejuice, they're going to be hurt. They're not going to get too much levels. They're keeping Crystal Maiden next alongside of Sven, as I double up my words all intelligently. They're going to keep that Crystal Maiden next to Sven, give her some early levels. I think she picked up her aura. No, she didn't. She picked up those 2 levels in those damaging, in that Frostbite, and in her Crystal Nova. Those are abilities. They're names that I keep getting wrong, which is kind of a pain. So now these supports down here, they've got a little bit of farm to them. Viper's on level 2. If this Viper can hit level 6, he will find kills no matter where he goes. Alongside that Storm Spirit, you just can't run. Whoops, pardon me. And Beetlejuice, they don't have heroes that have escape mechanisms. I mean, Luna, if she gets initiated upon, she's going to die. Unless she pops that Eclipse and gets lucky bounces. These heroes up here, they have no way of running for themselves. Tidehunter, he's just going to hope he's tanky enough. Crystal Maiden will squash like a bug. Rigby Juice, he does have that War Cry, which can allow him to run faster and give him that additional armor. But it's usually, if there's lockdown coming by the side of YOLO, there's nothing you can do about it. Whereas on the side of YOLO, you have the Shadow Walk on Bounty Hunter. You have the Zipping ability, or the Storm Spirit flying around in his Ball of Lightning. You have Nyx Assassin. He's got the Carapace and that Vendetta. Viper, he's too tanky to die. And also he's got that passive, so if you attack him, you'll get slowed down in attack speed and in move speed, so he can just walk on out of there. And Jakiro, he doesn't have an escape mechanism himself, but that Ice Puff is usually more than enough to shut down a team's aggression. And in mid lane, actually, we have a Remnant and that Vortex being popped onto In Your Juice. But he's not going to be falling anytime soon. Den, he's playing well. He's got rune control. He doesn't have any vision onto the runes at the moment, so he might get lucky and pick up that regen. If he can pick up that regen, In Your Juice is going to be in a lot of trouble, especially once he hits level 6 up and running. We have a look at the last hits and denies Storm Spirit. 18 for 2 against a Luna, 5 for 4. That is sheer dominance. Den, look at him. He's just zoning out Luna. Luna can't do anything. She can't get the last hit. She can't get any denies in, and now hidden under the tower, she does find 1 kill, but she's only got 6 creep kills. And Den, he gets lucky with the rune. So this is just looking all downhill for In Your Juice at the moment in this mid game. However, Sven, he's having the time of his life. He's got 25 creep kills, 6 denies, up against his counterpart of that Viper being played by Bacon, who's sitting on 19 for 4. And now they're throwing out damage. There's a surge up and running. Darkseer's going to get out of this. So luckily he had enough damage enough mana to throw out that surge. And that Ice Shell just being a general nuisance. He might find a kill. Will he find a creep? Boom. He pops that creep for 41 gold. And there's an Alpha Wolf, which YOLO would have absolutely loved. So now he's just going to tango up a little bit. He's almost got his Soul Ring up and running. You might see that coming out of the Cura very soon. If they have... There's a Curia. It is a nice little Graveling, and actually I'm an idiot and completely missed first lane. Rotation coming out by nasty feed skills will help that Storm Spirit find a kill onto that Luna. He popped the regen, so he had more than enough mana, and as I said earlier, once he hit that level 6 he found that kill on that Luna, and there's nothing Luna can do about it. She has no escape mechanism, doesn't even have the Eclipse to try and throw out any damage in return, and that's gonna hurt that Luna just that much more. TPing back in the lane, that's 135 gold. That's all that farm time, all that XP. She at least gets a creep, but she's going to miss that poor innocent creep there. And going to miss the second one, because a little bit of a unfortunate attack from the tower. I feel as if the towers, they don't always attack for the same amount of damage. Feels a little bit cheap. But I'm not sure. I'm not quite too sure. And Nyx Assassin, he's got his boots, he's waiting. They're looking to find Captain Fabju's out of position. He's going to walk in the jungle. They don't have any lane wards, which sometimes you see. They're rotating around actually. And now Darkseid's popped his soul ring. That's stunned. Ice Puff should be followed very shortly. Mana burn, and there's a second kill of the match on the side of YOLO. Fabjuice, he couldn't do anything. He could pop the surge a little bit earlier, but even so, there was an Ice Puff and a stun waiting in the mist to kill him. And now Bounty Hunter. He's got track, and he's waiting to go into this mid lane. And this is what you want as a bounty hunter. Once you're level 6, you have tracker up and running. You want to be as effective as possible. And he's seen the Crystal Maiden come. He's not going to be able to pop off that track onto that Crystal Maiden. And now Crystal Maiden just blatantly shows herself in this lane. And we're just going to see Storm Spirit walk on out of there like nothing has ever happened. Nasty Skills is waiting, or Nasty Feed Skills is waiting for that Storm Spirit. He may even pick up that double damage himself. Will they be able to find this kill? It's a little bit of a Mexican standoff, except Juice, they don't know about this Mexican standoff. Track come out, then we should see Janata, Ball of Lightning coming in, and that's a track kill. So that's a nice little pick-off coming on the side of YOLO. There's just not much Beetlejuice can do about it. And now, it's 7-minute mark, the wards have expired, Beetlejuice have no vision on the map. Next Assassin, he's ready, he needs 5 more mana, and then they will dive in onto this Luna. So she's going to be in a lot of trouble. 3, 2, 1. Mana's up and running. Vortex back. Nice track. Stun coming through. Auto attack. And there's another kill going to that Storm Spirit. So Storm Spirit 2 for 0 with 2 track kills. That is gold in favor of YOLO. As you can see there, that's a lot of gold. They are 3k gold ahead. And that's because track kill just offers so much early on. And actually throughout the entire game, even if you fall behind, track kills will help you get back in the game. They'll keep you in the game. And if you're ahead, track kills will make you snowball. Because having all that extra gold at the start of the game is just ridiculous. And once again, Storm Spirit will find a regen rune. He can't ask for any better luck at the moment. He's got kills, he's got the runes, and now they might even get another kill very shortly. So track should be being popped off. Luna's playing very defensively, and this is what she needs to do. So now we do see Beetlejuice. They do have some wards up and running, so they can see at least a little bit of the map. But Bounty Hunter, you're not going to be able to watch where he goes. He's already looking for his next prey. He's going to be spotted out. He's going to be shown. He's getting pinged out by the Luna. He's just standing there, all patiently, all quietly, doing nothing. There we go. TP down and bottom. They're coming for the Darkseid. Then Ice Puff is going to land. Surge is down, and they're going to chase him down. Viper's going to land that poison. Will they be able to get the track off? Track is not going to be able to get thrown off. That's a little bit just unfortunate that track got thrown out. That would have been even more gold for the side of YOLO. They're now sitting 5 kills ahead. And we might see tier 1 tower slowly be chipped out very shortly on the side of YOLO. If you asked where to ask me, as my voice dies, as my voice dies, YOLO, they're playing fantastic. They're using their heroes to their advantage. They're walking around. They have 3 ganking heroes: Storm Spirit, Bounty Hunter, and that next Assassin. And they're just roaming, finding kills all over the map. Juice, they have this fighting style where they need all these heroes at level 6. Darkseid needs to be at level 12, level 13, so he has max vacuum and that max wall. But this is where YOLO, they've seen that they've gone for this very team fight oriented wombo combo. So what do? They punish them. They make sure you can't get any gold, any XP, and you just be shut down the entire game. They may even force out another early GG. There we go. Ball of Lightning in. Revenant into the Vortex. There's an instant death onto that Crystal Maiden. Sven Stun comes out. Gush is not enough to kill off that Bounty Hunter. He will Shadow Walk up and walk away. If that Gush came out earlier before that stun, that would have done a lot of damage, especially with that final auto attack, because Gush does lower the armor value onto that hero. But nice little pick off by that Storm Spirit into a track kill, so even more track kills. There should be, I wish there was a tab that gave you how much money, or when there's a Bounty Hunter playing, something to do with the Bounty Hunter, to tell you how much track has earned you in gold. Maybe even in the gold graph it tells you, maybe on the side, Bounty Hunter track or something. Would be absolutely fantastic to help. It would show how well track plays off in these games. And now they're looking to go into this Luna. Storm Spirit has more than enough money, more than enough mana to jump in onto this Luna anytime. She does have Eclipse, however, so it's got to be careful. Track's been popped off into the hit. They're trying to force it out. Then Clips isn't enough to be able to popped off in time. Few auto attacks, and then he is now dead. So that's 7 kills in favor of YOLO, 4 kills on the Storm Spirit, and now Nyx Assassin. He's trying to soak in any XP he can, hiding in this little forested area. If we have a look down in this bottom lane, net worth 5.5k in Storm Spirit. Viper is doing quite well, 4.1k. I mean, he's had absolute free farms, picked off a kill. He's going for that early BKB. I mean, Ogre Club makes you more tanky, gives you a BKB so you can't be locked down, and you avoid the wombo combo of Beetlejuice. Or not Beetlejuice, of the side of Sugary Juice. Blah. And as I got completely screwed up in names, we do see YOLO capitalizing on a kill in that top lane, finding another track kill up on top of that Crystal Maiden, and she's got like a 3-second respawn time as she's very low down. Mid tier 1 tower has fallen. We have a little bit of strategy coming up by Sven, saying do not go down these paths, or let's search down these paths. Either way, whichever path it does go, it is currently leading to death. Poor little Crystal Maiden, a little bit saddened and disheartened that she's been beaten up, been melted, and a love heart comes out. So the heartwarming love heart from Den is melting that Crystal Maiden. And now Storm Spirit will be finding the invis down in this river. He should be picking up, bottle it up. He's going to be searching for a kill. He was, however, under the entire time on the sword. So if Sugary Juice were watching the entire time, they should know that there's a Storm Spirit walking around in invis waiting to find a kill. And they're waiting. Next Assassin, Vendetta. He's going to be looking at Beetlejuice. Vendetta will be popped off. We have Invis Storm Spirit walking through the tower like there's no tomorrow. Stun being thrown off. There we go. Ghost is not going to be able to do too much. Revenant into the Vortex. Now a lot more damage. Revenant will find a kill. Beetlejuice is in a lot of trouble. He'll be killed off very shortly. Earn is up onto that next Assassin. Buyback by Sven. Very, very unnecessary buyback. He's going to TP top lane to try and keep in the XP range, but that buyback was one of the most unnecessary buybacks in the game. I mean, the respawn time's about 15 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds. I mean, it's not... It does hurt that you can't be in the lane, but losing that gold, which your team is very lacking, will hurt even more. Sven is sitting the highest on the last hit kill on the counter, but track kills, First Blood, and towers are more than enough for Storm Spirit to skyrocket ahead. And he's got a 3k advantage himself. Viper's got 1200 gold ahead. Yes, so this is looking very, very bad for Sugary Juice at the moment. They need to... Oh, I'm not quite sure what they need to do. They've now brought these two carries up together, but that's not going to help them. You already have YOLO. They're rotating in. Vendetta, he's coming behind him. He's looking for the cheap kill. They're going on to In-Your Juice. Nice stun onto 2 heroes. Impale, even better, onto 3 heroes. There we go. Storm Spirit will be picking off the Luna. Now they're going towards Beetlejuice. Can they find Beetlejuice? They do find the Beetlejuice. Zips come flying through. Den, he's got Bloodstone up. 10 charges on Bloodstone is absolutely ridiculous at 14 minutes. Make that 11 charges, and they do find that kill onto that Crystal Maiden. And that's 3 for 1. And that's like 3 for 0. And I don't really have too much more to say about that. I mean, YOLO, they found the target. They picked him off. Great focusing by heroes. Usually sometimes in a situation like that, you'll see one hero 12 off one way, another 12 in the other direction, and they just hit all random heroes. However, they all picked the same hero, completely wiped out that hero, and just kept going. So very well played by YOLO. Great coordination. Juice, however, they just don't have the abilities. Beetlejuice doesn't have level 6. He needs level 6. Crystal Maiden, squishy, doesn't have level 6. Darkseid, only level 8, 1 point in vacuum. He can't do anything. And speaking of the Darkseid, he's now been attacked. Ice Wall is gonna unfortunately miss there. Shuriken Toss coming out. Truck being shown where that Darkseid is. And he might even just retreat back home. I can't see him sitting in this lane for too long. And in mid lane, actual initiation. Ball of lightning come flying through there. We'll find another kill, and In Your Juice will go towards the Radiant Creeps. Gush coming out. No more stun by Repeat Juice. And Repeat Juice, he's on the Sven. You can cast 2 things and you're out of mana. It's a little bit harsh for that Sven, but that's the way Sven works. Oh, sorry about that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I need a little bit of water into my system. Very, very shortly. So, this is looking very worse and worse by YOLO. Like, as a caster, you don't want to just say, oh, yep, Beetlejuice, they've lost this game. I mean, they haven't completely lost it. They've still got the ability to turn this fight around. With one phenomenal team fight, you have your Ravage, you have your Vacuum, your stuns, your Eclipse. Everything needs to be absolutely perfect. Instead, we have a Zip in at top. They will find a Crystal Maiden all alone. And now they're pinging that tier 1 tower. They should be going for that very shortly. But, as I said, they just need the most fantastic team fight coordination in history. And they can still relatively stay in this game. I can't say they'll turn it back around. They'll need a few good fights like that. But they're not out of it. But they've got a very slim chance. I was going to say they're not out of it by any means. But that's a little bit more chance than I was willing to give them. No offense to Sugary Juice, but that's just the way it is at the moment. 16-0, my apologies. Plus 2 tier 1 towers down. It's just not the position you want to be in. 12,000 gold in favor of YOLO. That's scary. And they've got 12,000 XP alone. 17 minutes mark, that far advantage. There's usually no way you can come back into it unless you get lucky and YOLO throw out some EG-like throws. And now Vendetto's up. He's looking. He's going to find it. No, he won't. Nice ice pass onto Beetlejuice. Little few auto attacks. We have a BKB being popped by Viper. Viper's doing a lot of damage. Eclipse being popped. Eclipse doing a lot of damage next assassin, but it's not enough. Sven's stun coming through will find a kill. He pops that God Strength, but Viper says no. Viper says absolutely no. That's 3 kills. 4 kills. Going to the way of Viper. And that is probably game going in favour of YOLO. And there we go. GG's called. YOLO pick up the 3rd game in round 3 of the Group C brackets of an Oceanic Amateur Weekend Cup. And unfortunately for Juice, they will now fall 0 for 3 in this group stage. So very well played by YOLO, using a very aggressive ganking style to shut down the team fight wombo combo Juice wanted to pull out. They just couldn't grab the levels. They got held back and they just got punished. I mean, look at that. Tidehunter Crystal Maiden still only level 5, not even reaching their potential. So the Amateur Weekend Cup will continue very shortly. I believe we might be jumping into the game of YOLO and Zycon Esports Gaming. Both teams haven't lost a match so far, so we're looking at a very hard-hitting lineup of a game. But so that should be within the next 10 minutes, so stay tuned as myself and Zolov, when he does return, will be back.